I am who I am because of where I came from. There is not one single person in this room can tell me they had the worse off in their life than I had. I grew up extremely poor. I grew up eating out of garbage cans. I was hungry virtually every day of my life. I do not know who my father is. By the time I was 16 years old, I had lived in 17 different places. So I grew up in this projects of Daytona Beach, Florida, extremely poor, extremely hungry. So I found myself attaching myself to teachers. Every time I did something good in class, I'd get this big, beautiful smile, good job, Tony. I had these 4 teachers that instilled upon me that the only way to break the poverty cycle is to get an education. And so through the help of these 4 amazing teachers, I went on to college, graduated with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, went to work for General Motors. I worked there for 15 years. I have 3 US patents. And then in 1985, I left General Motors and went to the Dealer Academy to learn how to run a car dealership. So in 1985, I got my first car dealership. 89, I got my second car dealership. 93, I got my third. All the way up to 2008, I owned 21 car dealerships along the East Coast in 7 states. But when I get to the top of the mountain, I say, what am I going to do with all the bounty that God has blessed me with? I don't need a second or third or fourth house. I don't need 15 cars. I decided I'm going to look back down the mountain and pay it backwards. I have a foundation called the Pay It Backwards Foundation. The mission of the foundation was to give back to people who are experiencing what I experienced when I grew up. So when I came to Tampa, I literally just asked everyone what's the best shelter in Tampa, and that's how I got to Metropolitan Ministry. I've been here since 2008. I would volunteer and no one, well, up to 2017, no one knew who I was. If you ever see me at Metro and I'm not in Tim's office, I'm in the kitchen. I love the kitchen so much, I literally went to culinary school for 16 weeks just to learn how to be a better chef. When you hand a person $2 on the street, you literally gave them enough to buy a half of a sandwich today. To me, the culinary arts program is not just giving them a fish, or in Metro's case, giving them a meal. The culinary arts program hits home for me because it is like teaching them how to fish. So that's where my passion for the culinary arts program comes, is the self-sufficiency part. I buy a Lamborghini every single year, but I've never driven 1 mile in a Lamborghini. What's the rhythm? That's what I donate.